Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I just want to review some of these things and then elaborate on some of this finer details that you need to know for now. So if you recall, there are four type of transformations. Transformations are any changes that you can make to a figure, a geometric figure in a plane. So, and we said there were four types of transformations that we need to know. The first one is a translation, or simply moving it horizontally or vertical. So horizontal and vertical motion, or a combination of them, or you can do more than one motion, and is called a translation. This is also known as a slide or a glide. Okay, and then we know reflection, and then we recall if rotating a figure in a plane. For every 90 degrees rotation, you have to switch the x and y. You have to flip them around like this, okay? And you have to change the signs appropriately. And if you do this, the rotating anything becomes reasonably easy. Now, dilation is simply enlarging or shrinking the object. Now, we shall talk about this again later in the future in some detail, but for now, we are just learning some of the basic concepts about this, inshallah. Now, I just wanted to bring to your attention that of all of these, dilation stands out, okay? It's like all by itself, okay? So it's like in a category by itself like this. The reason is because this dilation is very different from these three, in the sense that these are called isometric transformations, okay? Isometric transformations. What that means is they do not change the size of the object, okay? They do not change the size, and they also do not change, if it's, for example, a triangle that you're reflecting or rotating, then they would not change the angles, respective angles of the triangle, okay? So in a transformation, they do not, where the size of the object is not altered, that's called isometric. Iso meaning same, metric means measure, as you know. So isometric transformations are those where the size is not changed. Dilation, by its definition, in the sense, it's either shrinking or enlarging. So both enlarging and shrinking change the size of the object, and therefore it's not isometric, okay? As you recall, again, both enlarging and shrinking is considered dilation in mathematical models, okay? Now, you also recall that the original image is called the pre-image, okay? And the resultant image is called simply the image, okay? And these are typically labeled with primes, as you recall like that. Now, with translation, you can write rules for the translation that you're doing. For example, if I were to just simply move this segment over here, let's say if I'm going to move this segment, all right, so by 1, 2, 3, 4 units this way, I'm going to move it 4 units this way, and then I'm going to move it 2 units up this way, okay? So I'm going to move it 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, that's 2 units up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 units up, like this, okay? So what I did here, now this is going to be A prime and B prime, right? So I moved it 4 units this way, and then I moved 2 units up like that, okay? Now you can write that as a rule. So if the pre-image, for example, was X and Y, how do you get the image from this? Well, the way we got this image is I added 2 units to, I added actually 4 units to the X value, and I added 2 units to the Y value. So this is a rule that you can use to express what you did, express the transformation that you did. Okay, so if I was, for example, if I give you a different rule, if I said X and Y, okay, this will go to x minus 3 and y. Now this rule is saying that I'm going to move this 3 units this way, 1, 2, 3, and I'm not going to change the y at all. So this image is going to be like this, 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay, so I haven't changed the y at all. Okay, so this is a rule that expresses this transformation. Okay, so this is all we have to know about this subject for the present. Inshallah, we'll revisit this, and I think it's actually quite a fun and exciting topic. In summary, then, there are 4 types of transformations: translation, reflection, rotation, and dilation. And translation, reflection, and rotation are isometric transformations, and dilation is a non-isometric transformation. Pre-image is converted to image. Sometimes you can write rules like this to express what you're doing with each ordered pair. And inshallah, someday we'll have an opportunity to build on this. Until then, as-salatu wa-salamu ala rasulillah wa alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum.